Well, here I am again. I fixed most of the bugs in the Beizer curve stuff, so now I can start putting it in. I also fixed the bug in the pallet stuff this morning, so now we're gonna put this. I'm not sure I like this music. I'm down for a while. Oh, movement. Alright, this looks like it went through it with the bugger all morning, and it looks like it's outputting valid data for the Beizer curve. I'm doing a function called I called that one get point. Get curve point. Wait a second. Make sure that compiles. I forgot to put a header file. Wait, I could use that already. Oh, vector 2D. Some music. Let's see, pick out something better. Copyright-free synthwave. Oh, I thought I could change it now. But now we're ready to plug it into the enemy stuff. Mom. My dinner, a protein bar. I stole it from my friend Mike. Huh. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I want to make a new thing for each ship. For each type of ship. So, I think I started the... Oh yeah, here they are. GMOEGs. It's already doing that. Rename the shit name, huh? Ooh. What was this for? Who knows what I was thinking back then. Let's take this one out. We're just going to make it work for linear, I think. Berlin. So we gotta do SLG equals I can't wait to rip out the old stuff altogether. This is shooting. That's probably what's wrong. No, it's still it. Is move pause. Move pause is one. Speed is irrelevant at this point. Just comment all this crap out. What? Move pods. I'm guessing the first time I try this, some of the shifts are going to work, some of them are going to be fucked up. Points, okay. Why would it increase move pause? Sprite move done. It's true. Maybe that means it's... Oh, probably done with one segment. That's probably what it means. Well, in any case... Oh, yeah, get that MOBJ again. Oh, ship SX. Keep track of way too many things here. Where does SX even come from? Start X, start Y. I don't see it being assigned anywhere. Oh, that's where it's being assigned. Oh, the paths are relative to. Oh. Shouldn't have to deal with the X2, Y2 crap anymore. God, he made this overly complicated way back. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what it does. What the hell? Oh. That's why it said rename this shit name. Hardy, 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 hardy. It's not. Of course it's gonna wind up. So we fix it another day. We'll see what happens. Yeah, didn't like that. It should be greater than or equals to the, okay. Don't even like this. That's not cool, man. So what ship is this? Ship 01G1. I wish I didn't lose that ship editor. Maybe linear is just ones that go from the top to the bottom. You know what? I'm gonna do this. If SMOBJ E count less than 1, return. So now it'll only let ships go out that are valid. Or have valid paths. Will we see any? I'm thinking the linear thing, it might be like 2 points, like top to bottom, or... Oh, this schmucks. Why wouldn't it let other things? See if it ever gets there. I'm pretty sure the first ships come out like... Oh shit! I just checked that it... Ah, I'm actually assigning it. I remember I took that out for a test yesterday. So it's gonna crash now. The hell. I want to crash there. Must have a memory overwrite. Oh no 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 no! It's loop end. Right? Just make this crazy number for now. Make it. Oh. Ooh. Pointer, array of pointers, that's right? Yeah. Maybe no, I'm checking for it.
Let's drift to a place where we undigitize.
Oh, if not, that's SMJ.
We'll stand face to face,
Save that
become
one.
humanized. Ready to shut down, fade into the sound. Leaning in, we whisper our countdown.
Oh, God, I'm stupid. Or
Let's unplug from here, mental redesign. Memories disintegrate. We stare eye to eye, connect mind to mind. Reclaiming time as love is amplified. All the systems shutting down, and lost beneath the sound.
No, the chefs are calling out.
A shadow cries, a subway screams, a future lies in monochrome dreams. A lonely night beneath the glare, on empty streets, you'll find me there. New York City nights, hidden in the lights. New York City nights,
Whoa! Luke 0 N 0. Oh, wrong variable.
the sound of machines is comforting.
Still, no, what?
Anonymity, she welcomes me.
I'm not returning it?
Night, this atmosphere,
Oh.
this waking dream, you'll find me here. New York City nights, hidden in the light.
Oops. Did something there.
New York City nights, come with me tonight.
And P count is 0.
New York City nights,
Oh, this music is driving me nuts. Yeah, I might listen to one every day, but at least it's good. Oh, this is a pain in the ass. Let's see here. E curve. Num flight 3. So that should be enough for a Beizer curve. P count 0. Maybe I'm not setting P count? I don't believe I am. Making it there now. Whoa! Let's see it again. When it being covered up. Oh, they appeared in... They're definitely moving smooth. They're not in the right spots. That's a shitload smoother, though. Whoa, look at that. Fucking smooth as shit, man. A lot better than the old place. Yeah, those moved like shit before. Oh, yeah. But why is it offset? Ooh, I gotta post that. Yeah. Oh shit, this is it. That's what I'm looking for. Y equals How would it be offset? Oh, I don't think I. Ooh, yeah. Oh, die. Um, I don't add the move pod. Still not right. All right, what am I gonna? Yeah, I think they're offset. You know what I gotta do? Let's look at the original enemy C. Can't wait to pull this old shit code out. Ugh. Oh, I did add the SX and SY. Some of the ships let that come out all right, sort of. Oh, I know. I know what it is. Look how smooth it is. Hold on, be right back. I gotta rinse my eyes out. My allergies are burning my eyes out right now. Set this be right back thing. Alright, aim back. Didn't I answer this already? It should be still on the 320 by 200. Yeah, it's really freaking smooth. I don't know why it's starting at the wrong. I mean, the new lookup table for the new positions is a direct translation of the old one. It shouldn't. Just stop it right there. See what kind of values we're looking at. Sprint. Y negative 156. That's right. Behind the screen, or way up at the top of the screen. What's this move thing? It's at 16, the first. Oh shit, I know what's wrong. That's the first point. It's supposed to travel from. Oh my god, how am I gonna fix that? Oh, coward. So yeah, so it's skipping a shitload of frames. That's what's wrong. Oh shit, I didn't get my water. I like coffee and water. Ew. Oh, here it is. Yo. Nope. Is streamer mode stopping this?
Nope. Push to talk.
Oh,
Gets
there we
me.
go. Okay. Oops, it is enabled streamer mode. I thought that was it. Did you see the new movement?
I haven't. No.
Here, let me run it. It's the offsets. I'll explain after I show you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know what the problem is. It's half-assed way I did the movement. So they start a little wrong, but see, there's no jerky movements anymore.
Man, this looks uncanny.
Like those things looked really horrible before.
Yeah, because they move side to side pretty quick.
And you were limited to 30 waypoints. Those look like shit too, but look how smooth that is now. I got to compare it to original movement though. I think it feels. I can't until I get the offset fixed. I can't really tell, but it just feels like they're off a little bit. Like I thought those came down and what?
There's a pretty steady frame hitch, like on an even interval there. Is that the stream or is that the game?
I don't see it here.
Okay.
I mean, on everything,
It's just-
or
Yeah, it's just like it's dropping frames, and it's like once a second, pretty like regularly.
oh, because that little hitch, because it was
So-
24 frames a second, is still there, but it's barely noticeable.
Oh.
But I don't know. That's what. Sometimes the video exaggerates that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's. I can only render it 3 times bigger, or I could render it 640 by, since all the movement's vertical. That's where you see the hitches the most. 640 by 800, and that would lessen the scrolling hitch by like what 400% then instead of 200.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look at it still got all those things. They still get stuck. Why are those appearing way down there? See what I'm doing. I was trying to figure out what I was doing in this old code. So here's the original DOS code, right? Here, let me go back up where it starts it. Add. Here we go. So here, it makes the first point that you go to, right? This SX and SY is a start X, start Y. Like here, I make the Y 100 minus the width, which is just slightly off the screen. Should be a little more than that, but I don't know why that even works. I might even have to screw with that crap. But anyways, it would go smoothly from the off-screen position to the first this. So that it's really, so instead of spending time moving down to the edge of the top of the screen, it's jumping right to the first on-screen point. That's why it's showing up down the road a bit. So
Yeah.
So what did I do on here? wonder if I could fix this easily. I hate these big ass functions. My God, I could recode this and. Why would I start it at 211? Oh, I see. That's the end for that one. Okay. Oh, this hard-coded crap driving me nuts.
Yep, love it.
So this isn't even. I wonder if I change this to 0. It's not even using X2 and Y2 on the new stuff. It's totally pointless. I don't even know. There, my sound cut out.
Yes, so it goes.
No, it's still not right. And for whatever the fixed update rate is, I set the I made an array of the new points with the Beizer curve exactly to the frame, so I don't have to do any math at runtime. Just increment this to go to the next set of points. I gotta figure out. All right, that's what the done flag was. So every time it went through a segment, the done flag would get set. That's what this sprite move done thing is, and then it would move to the next segment. But every frame is a segment now. So before it would move, let me go back to the better editor. Okay, so it's got to move from its initial. Okay, let me think about this. Ground, commie, linear. Oh, that's the old code. I don't accidentally fuck with that. Here, linear. This isn't even used, so X. Set move pause to -1. The path isn't in effect yet, right?
Right.
Then I go if right. Watch that, just grab it right there. I'm guessing you ship the SY. I'm guessing the S X is never really set. I think it's always 0. It did shit like that back then. God, that's just crappy programming. Let me turn on the music a little bit. It's kind of unnerving. Alright, this should work. Sprite. How did I figure out the speed? Did I do that already? There it is. I can just do this. What's absolute about fabs? You have to put a namespace in front of it?
Fabs F often. And yeah, well, it's just standard, so STD.
Oh, okay. Some little tiny number. Well, that's, yeah, just that should be good enough. Oops. I think that'll work.
We can dream, right?
Yeah. Nope. It didn't do anything. Greater or equal to 0. I'm setting move pause to -1 there. Wait, what? What's my monitor? You mean what kind? Move Y. What am I missing here? Something little. Does it even compile successfully? Nope. Doesn't it seem like it should work?
Sorry, I've been looking at something else here. What's going on?
This mode is never switching. I guess I gotta run it through the debugger. Nothing changed. I skipped it. Oh, shit. I got what the error is. I'm surprised it didn't even crash. I'm using move pause here. That should be 0. It's checking for the first position. It was -1, so it was reading like random memory. Whatever.
Nice.
Behind that.
That's I am also. You're building in debug, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also surprised it didn't crash then. It should have bounce checked that. This is all like old C stuff, right?
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not surprised.
I converted it to C++. I mean, the compiler. I mean, it's still C code. Nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking
How is that
changed.
memory? How is that memory allocated?
It's a Calloc. The points.
Yeah,
thing?
I'm 100% not surprised that didn't crash.
It's very weird.
It doesn't know what bounds are. It doesn't care. Is there a value at
Yeah.
pointer -1? Like, I'll read it. I don't care.
There's some random memories it's reading in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
As long as it's not on the boundary of what the program can access. Yeah, sure.
Just try something simple. Since it is moving up, I'm just going to say if sprite.move.y is greater than... Nope, it's showing an error. Uh-oh. Let's see what I did.
Just... Wait. No. What am I doing? Okay, I see.
No, it's still starting in the wrong spot.
The thing at index 0 is like the off-screen position, right?
The what?
That, like, I assume we're indexing, like we're getting the start position from this index of waypoints, right? This like array of waypoints.
Well, the start, no, that start point, it's hard coded right here. Is this enemy.cpp or here? Yeah, so it's basically starting at x0 and 100 minus this half of the y, the height. Which doesn't make sense.
Okay, yeah, that's old. Right, so is it wrong when the object, like when the thing spawns, or is it wrong after the first update? Because my guess, without looking at any of this, would be that the update with the Bezier isn't taking into account the hard-coded start position.
Yeah, that's why I'm not... I mean, it's a direct one-to-one translation almost from the points. I was just taking the 30, points or whatever, 0 to 30 that could be there, and then scaling that up to it running to 240 frames a second, whatever. I mean, it's possible the first one is invalid data, but I mean, it shouldn't... I mean, even if with this new thing, it shouldn't even be using that list until it gets here. And that move pause is set to 0.
Oh, okay, sorry, and I'm looking at this here. You initialize the object and then you move it immediately.
Yeah, here's like when it first gets when you add a ship to the level, this gets called, or for sure. the test. It's just this one.
Okay. So we create it, we move it, like we update it right away. So presumably, like the delta on the first update would be 0.
The update for what?
Oh, okay, sorry. So
I don't know why I'm making the SY 100 minus that. It doesn't make sense. It would start in the middle of the screen. Like it is. Let me look at the old code.
And this isn't some coordinates are like 0 is the top left where it wasn't.
No, it's just 0, 0 is upper left. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's not like I'm doing some weird coordinate system.
Yeah, that's how you would have done in VGA, I guess.
And I'm guessing here, like I go get enemy get. Now I'm bet $100 unless I took that out. Yeah, I'm method setting it, so SX is 0. SX is never even used. Yeah, and I don't have to. Here, what a wasted. When I remove them, I don't have to mem set it again.
Well, I mean, like, were those the ones that... Were those intended to come in off the top of the screen, or did those come in kind of half, you know, a little bit of the way down from the sides?
Oh, wait, here, I'm not using X and Y. Hold on. Something I'm not taking into account here. Because this is where it's actually off screen. Now I started using this stupid move OBJ thing so I could consolidate my, like everything that moved in the game, I could call the same routines for, you know? Kind of like in Unity would be a transform, you know?
Yeah.
So what am I missing here? Some stupid little concept. So this is setting the next point to move to. So, oh, I got it, dude. No wonder. It's equal to it right away. Yeah, this is not right. This should be, let me think about this. I think it's just SXXY. Yeah. Got a good feeling. Ah, you son of a fuck! How could that not affect it at all? You see that though? It's flickering now. Wait a second here. This is not taking into account the X and the Y. God, why would I... Stupid. Having multiple variables do things is so stupid. I mean, a move object with the you know, like the transform kind of thing is good, but then I also store it in the regular X and Y of the base object, you know? It's like...
Yeah.
That's what's fucking going on. Show... Close. Reason number 1,000 why this is more work than just making a new game from scratch.
Yep.
And I want to be very careful because I don't want to, you know, I'm worried like somebody saying, I mean, it's probably so slight you wouldn't notice, but I'm guessing that like doing this in the wrong order, like I might have to like set this after I set move pause to 1, or it might be 1 frame off from the original, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Here, X equals move X.
Oh, wait, work email.
Oh, I'm a big fan of staring at code. That's why I like this kind of editor. Let me look at the old code here. Wow, my eyes are burning today. Some little concept I'm not getting here. Yeah, I'm not taking into account this at all. The real start point. So that's the start point. Here it just sets X2, Y2. That's the first destination. And then... linear. Yeah, I'm setting these in the wrong order. They changed. What am I doing wrong? Why would I add that? I'm waiting for that like lightning bolt where I get what I'm actually trying to do here.
Yeah.
So the destination, that I always got to add the SX and the SY to the flight X and Y. For some fucking up reason. I'm not setting SX anywhere. There we go. Oh, SX does equal that the X and the Y. I can't wait to rip that crap out. Alright, so on start, SX and SY equals, and so does MoveX and MoveY. So, you don't need to set this at all. Oh, here it's redoing it. What's this 100 minus? I don't get that. I don't know what the fuck I would be thinking. And like all these numbers, like this, like minus 97 and shit. I just like whatever seemed to work. I was just throwing it in random numbers at it until it looked good, you know. Started off screen.
The actual hell, fuck, son of a right. Okay. The first actual progress I've made.
What are you working on
A
now?
couple of hours. Just this deferred deckling shader for doing like reticles on the ground and stuff when you're targeting abilities.
Ah, cool. So next. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. I ran out of coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna put the BRB. Thought ahead. Filled up my thermos with water a while ago and put it in the freezer. Ah, cold water.
Nope, still not working the way I'm expecting it to. Great. Cool. Very good.
So the first destination. Ooh, this really sucks.
0 to point. Oh, I need to multiply that by
X2,
2.
Y2. Sit in my fucking eye. Fuck, there's something in my eye. It's an earwig
It goes from 0.
in my eye.
That goes from 0 to 1, right?
You son of a bitch. Oh, I'm starting to have a vision. This is almost right. Move X2 is the destination. Move X initially has the starting point. Show, include, move.y. Okay, that's right.
Ooh, that's nice.
I'll have to watch the video later and see what you mean about the... I noticed that when I stream, the video exaggerates the little flaws, and there's always going to be a flaw because the original was at 24 frames a second. The only way to truly... go ahead.
It might even just be a dropped frame. Like, it's happening in your camera too, right? So I feel like it's just... I feel like it's the stream. I feel like it's either OBS or YouTube.
Okay. Maybe I got my bit rate set too high. Or how I'm not on a VPN. No. God, it's 7:30? What the fuck?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh my God, some days go by slow and others, I mean, I just feel like I just got up. Oh, those commie, that's why they're getting stuck. Those are being controlled by the old routines. I only updated certain ones. You know what I want to do? I want to run the DOS Raptor alongside of it. Do you remember how to put Raptor in God mode?
No, I don't. You would figure I would remember that, but alas.
You figure I would remember that. What? D:// There we go. You want to do ls? I hate typing dir. I think there was a, like, I know for Demon Star, maybe I'm thinking of Demon Star, there was an environment variable you could set.
The most programmer solution to that problem I've ever heard.
Wait, we say that again?
Sorry, 1 second.
I gotta look up infinite money.
I said an environment variable is the most programmer solution to that problem I've ever heard.
Yeah, I know I did that with demons. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's set s host equals castle.
Great.
See, I was into the castle thing. That's why the Mountain King. Before I even had it called Mountain King. Whoa. All right. Oh shit. If I tab out, it unpauses it. How am I gonna sync this up?
This does become a problem.
Some of the ships aren't showing up.
Yeah, people are gonna notice that.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Yeah, it's weird. Like, some of them aren't. Oh, it's pretty close. I think at the last frame, like if you notice the one ships, they went off to the left and not down like they do now. So there's some logic. Some of the stuff, even though when I use the path things, there's certain shit that's hard-coded too. That's, oh, it's gonna be a pain in the frickin' ass. At least it works. And that looks way the hell better.
Yeah. These modern improvements, it looks almost as good as Tyrion.
Yeah, almost. One can only strive. You can't ever get perfection like that. It's once in a lifetime. Move. Why do some of them come up and some of them don't? It doesn't make any sense. Let me try, and light type. Oh. F linear. Oops. This way of doing it, though, I feel better. I was always afraid of replacing the old code, but I'm not just replacing the code. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where it's like taking over your body and making it something new, you know?
Yeah, remakes are weird. That's a strange proposition.
It's like if aliens came and like cloned you, but improved certain things in your DNA, you know?
Yeah. I'd be fine with that. I could use a little genetic improvement.
I always think about that, especially when I was a kid. Shit, like aliens would choose me and like improve me in some way, you know? There's supposed to be 3 of those, there's only 2. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that sounds like an off by 1 error.
The path couldn't affect them. I didn't change anything with the release of ships.
And each object has its own waypoints, right? Like they're not all referring to the same ones or anything.
Yeah, I'm not updating that the actual. Yeah, it's like I put the waypoints are like parallel to what I call the enemy lib, which is like the default settings for each kind of plane, which doesn't change; it's static.
Oh, I just mean like, I mean more. I wonder if there's 2 objects there, but 2 of them are actually stacked on top of one another.
Yeah, or maybe. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean it's actually 3 are there, but I'm still calculating something wrong, and 2 of them are on top of each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like, I don't know. I'm just asking like very broad, stupid questions here.
No, that's a valid question.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give this another till 8 o'clock, and then I'm gonna quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that palette thing was driving me nuts. I'm like, I remember coming up with this idea, and then I still don't remember why. Maybe it was because I was using floats and stuff, and the index wasn't getting passed to the shader right. But now I'm using the data maps that are ints. But I grouped everything in groups of 20, which is the max amount of like things I need to animation, like certain colors glowed. Where you just in the old Raptor, you just changed the palette and made it glow. So I figured there's 20 total different glow values, so that was the biggest one, and somehow I just broke it up in this uniform that I send to the shader, like an array, every 20, even if there's 2 colors in it. That section's got 20 in it. I was trying to get rid of that because now I'm passing ints, I could have exact values, and but then I also realized that you got the group index is 0 through 7, and then you got the anim index or start color or something like that, and that's going to be 0 through 20 or 0 through 19, whatever. But I was storing it in 4 bits, which can only hold 16. That's what a palette animation was screwing up. But yeah, I think I could optimize that and get rid of 2 multiplications in the shader.
It's not nothing.
I'm not sure, but I think I read. I mean, I don't even know how in the hardware it works, but I'm passing a uniform of vec4s, like X, Y, Z. It's floats. Can you pass a vec4 of ints from the CPU to GPU?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was possible, but I thought I read somewhere that BGFX always use floats.
I don't.
like on uniform arrays that you send to the shader.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty dumb. Worst case, right? You can do a reinterpret cast, and then you can just get int bits out of the float.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's a.
I'm gonna Google that right now. I'm sure that I read that. Somewhere.
Yeah, there's a function for that if you have to do it, but that'd be
yeah,
annoying.
you showed me. I think this whole numbers. I think just casting it to int is good enough in the shader. You know, it's not like I'm passing like 1.25 or something, or like some or 0.0001, and it means anything. It's just an index.
Oh, you just pass it up as a float and then.
Yeah, then I cast it. But
cast it. Probably be okay.
I want to get rid of that 20 grouping thing, so I don't have to do. I do like 2 multiplications for that, and I just want to pass the direct index. And 2 multiplications. I mean, it's not a lot, but when you're doing it a million times a frame,
Yeah.
Any little thing.
Yeah,
helps.
IEEE spec for floats says that if you got like a whole number like that, especially if it's like 1, it's fine, right? Like you're not going to run into precision issues or.
Yeah, I know. I always do not trust floats to be exact. That's why I did like that fabs thing,
Yeah. Okay, so somehow I need to get the aspect ratio of the cube that we're. I know it's in here somewhere. This shader's. It's a lot. It's a lot, man.
You got to for a year. I'm guessing you got to write it by hand.
Sorry?
You got to write it. You're text coding it, right? Not node based.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
No. Yeah.
I fucking hate node based stuff.
I
think I like it. I wish they would make like custom code things. I mean, the ones I've used, there was nothing that made it easy to do custom code. It was like always a big hassle.
Yeah. I think there's a very good use case for node-based systems, which is to say artists really ought to be able to figure out how to put things together themselves and how they want them. And then a programmer really needs to be able to look at them and say, this is slow, and then grab, 50 nodes or whatever and just write a 20-line shader that does them or whatever.
Yeah, my one friend, I think he did that for a living for a while. He'd take like shitty shaders and redo them.
So the other thing is like node-based shader systems are pretty much like any other node logic graph, right?
Yeah.
And Unreal Engine has really shown that you can take those and you can turn them into code pretty easily. Like you have to not write complete, or you have to not author complete garbage blueprints, but converting blueprints into native C++ is like, it works. It works real good.
Oh, cool. Yeah, my only gripe with like node thing is like when I want to type out, like, say you want to do some simple math formula, I don't want to have to add, a add node and a multiply node and a sign node. I just want to let me add a node that lets me enter one line of code. Shit. One line of code.
Yeah.
A one line of code node. That would be great.
The math node that takes an arbitrary number or like an array of inputs and lets you address them in a formula, like in an expression that you type into a box. Right, so I0 through I8 or whatever, if you want to cap the number, and it just parses it, right? It just says, okay, anywhere that you've used I0, I know to use the thing that's plugged into this connection.
Yeah, they should. I wonder why. Whoever writes the node things must know how to code shaders to start with. So why don't they make it
they're
easier?
Programmers.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like because most programmers are kind of the same way about node-based shader shit, they're like, I don't want you to have access to make shaders because you're going to make slow shaders.
No, maybe.
And so they don't. And then the more complex that node is, right? Like a multiply node is really easy. It does one thing. It's like 4 lines. It extends a base class and that's it. You implement 3 things and you're done, and you never have to troubleshoot it because the functionality is dead simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you start having more complicated things that do code-like things like math, well, now suddenly you have to do input validation. And input validation is simple on its face, but
Yeah, I see what you mean.
can get ugly. Right? It's just, yeah. It's a combination between the need for it not really existing in most
So
of
I would
its
be like
use
the kind of person I
cases.
like to like halfway between. Like I was talking like if they made like a Unity kind of thing, but you actually hard code it the right way. But it's like kind of an interface where you can see things visually and have instant like feedback, but not like all
Well,
the hand holding that like Unity does. You know?
Yeah, I want to be able to, in whatever editor I have, right? If I've got a shader, I want to be able to change properties. Like you know, like in Unity, you can declare a property public on like a script,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have it in the editor, and you can just punch in live values and see what things do, right? Yeah, I want to be able to do that with shader values and material parameters
Yeah,
and
yeah.
all
Like
that
I always
stuff.
thought, like if I could have like a little object at the object on the screen and just see the reaction instantly when I make a change to a shader or compile the shaders instead of having to run the game every time. That would be such a time saver. If I ever make millions of dollars, I'm going to pay somebody to do that.
Yeah,
In between engine, not totally.
it's one of those things where if you do it right, you could probably make $1 million doing it.
Yeah. You have one rule: it's not going to get bloated, and it's not going to get overly complicated. Just keep it to the basics of what you need to.
Like this industry's never heard that before.
I'm a big fan of simplicity.
I think most people are, but
I say
designing something that's simple requires a bunch of thought up front.
I know. But I see like a lot of programmers, like especially when they're first learning, like even in school. I mean, I write my assignment, it'd be like 20 lines of code. Other people would turn in like hundreds of lines of code to accomplish the same thing. It's like,
yeah. Think about it for 5 minutes before you start typing. Right? It's very often like the thing that is going to simplify it greatly is pretty obvious if you just stop to look.
and that's why I do a lot. I mean, if the people watching, I look a lot of scrolling back and forth. I'm thinking. I just want to like speed code everything out. I wish there was a way I could prove. See, that's the bad thing. I could make, if I had the damn level editor, I could make a test level that basically I could change it on a whim and just send out whatever enemy I'm testing or whatever ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's a really good opportunity here to write a bunch of test tooling for Raptor that just make unit tests, right? Not necessarily like unit tests in the way that like a test engineer would understand them, but like the ability, to test individual features or to author data that tests whatever arbitrary list of things that you want. Ideally, like to be able to set up failure conditions, right, or pass conditions, right? So, if you know what the input data is, you know where the enemy is supposed to spawn. Have a function that checks to see if the object exists. If that fails after you've spawned it, then fail the test. You know where the math.
Oh, I've done this before. I got a test
finishes.
ID in there.
Yeah,
I could flag things like for certain ships. So when you're going into debugger, I just check for that ID. That's what I'm gonna do right now.
Right, exactly. So,
Shoot, I gotta remember what I called it. Variable.
you've already done that.
Test ID. It's called.
Ah.
Oh yeah, each one's got a unique test ID. I got it. Where is that? I'm just going to increment the test ID for the ships that are actually coming out. Alright, we're not solving that problem though. Ground flag equals false. Am I not seeing here? It's doing the first move here. That's what I'm not doing. That should make ships show up on top of each other.
Well, let's use this debugger unintended purposes. Let's see if any of these values look like an aspect ratio.
It's moving it before, and oh, she. I don't remember how many of these were. Oh, those some I thought came down in twos.
Thought so too.
You know what? I'm stupid. I bet you this is on a different difficulty level because I don't have the menu. it's probably played on training mode. I bet $100. That's it. I forgot about that. Because I'm just spawning the first level without going through the hangar and all that stuff. That's the problem.
Wow.
Yeah, let me run the hero watch. I'll run the DOS. Ah, shit! I closed DOSBox, didn't I?
You fool.
You fool! We never close DOSBox. can't believe it's like 8 o'clock already. I never did take. I remember I said I was going to take a nap like at 11 or something. I never did fall asleep. I kept fucking around with things.
Sounds right. Yeah.
So I don't know what time I got up, but it wasn't. It was pretty. Because my friend was supposed to come here today to work at his desk. I remember him messaging saying he can't make it again. Raptor, Call of the Shadows. Set S host equal castle. Oh, I'm not in the right directory. I don't think it's training mode. I think it's rookie.
Training mode is the one under rookie.
Yeah, that's one that it's only like 4 levels or something. Here, let me run this other one.
Yeah, what was the reasoning behind that?
What?
Not having all of the levels in training mode.
I have no idea. I mean, I didn't want people playing it.
Too easy. Yeah, so that's the range.
Look how smooth it is compared to the other one.
Playing Boss Raptor again.
The last coordinate is not right. Oh, it's curving. I can see it off screen. Yeah, no, it is right.
Yeah. Yeah,
You can see the shadows start going down. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Because you're actually curving towards it. Assuming that off screen is a valid place to change.
Volume on this. So yeah, I'm guessing the last few waypoints are like really harsh, and that's why they're getting really smoothed out a lot. Because most of them are really close together.
Yeah, I wonder if it's consistent enough that you could take the last few of them and just make them linear moves.
Well, if you look at the shadows, it is doing it right. It's just a little more smoothed out. I think it'll be fine. At the bottom of the screen, it's not going to affect gameplay. If you didn't shoot it by then, you're not gonna.
That's true.
And if you got a weapon that can, you'll probably still hit it. Like those auto aim things or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish there was like a way to, I mean, I'm sure there is, to have like a smoothing strength so you could like lessen it a little bit, you know?
Ring damping, baby.
I guess you could like make an array of the same size as the old coordinates and average them. Then it'd be 50% smoother.
Ask yourself real quick how much you care, because...
Well, I'm just afraid of... I like it smooth. Yeah. The only thing I'm afraid is somewhere it's going to affect gameplay. The first game... I mean, my God, I know nothing about gameplay. None of us did when we made it, so, I mean, the gameplay is shit anyway. Yeah. I think, the people like more the style of it. I think there was the music and the feel of it more than the actual gameplay itself.
This is like... Are the changes that you're making here for enhanced mode or for classic?
I'm going to do it for both.
All right.
I remember making this, and I hated the way it moved back then, and I hated the low frame rate. Yeah. So those two things are going to be in the new mode. If they want to play the crappy, jerky-ass tearing the screen one, it's not going away, you know?
They can go buy the DOS version. Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'm going to call like the classic one. Somewhere I'll put like the little like Easter egg or something. Like maybe I'll put the loading screen or something. It'll say version 1.3 because I think the last version was 1.2. So it'll be like it's been the classic version's been updated to what it should have been in the first place, you know?
Good, yeah.
I mean, there's just some things I hate about the old Raptor. I mean, I can't see anybody going, I like the jerky movement, or, you know, I mean, it's not Space Invaders, you know, where I'm adding all these graphics and ruining like one of the first video games or something, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I think ultimately the people who played it in their youth, who really want to feel the nostalgia, that's not going away, right? Like the classic mode is still going to be the same, just better, right?
Yeah, basically.
I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with that, and it makes it so much more accessible to a new audience.
Yeah.
If it doesn't play like a video game from 27 years ago.
Yeah, I have no problem with bending the rules. At first, I was really stickler about sticking to them, but I'm like, now I'm like, fuck it, make it like the way it should. I wanted to. I remember working on these damn movement routines, and then I had a problem like say like the you had so many waypoints, right? And then say the ship got to a waypoint and its speed is 4 and it's moving every 4 pixels, right? And say the waypoint is like somewhere on the boundary of whatever. I had to carry over the pixels that it skipped. So if like it moved 3 and it passed the waypoint by 1 pixel, you'd have to carry over that 1 to the next thing so it wasn't choppy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because it would move like, you know, 4 pixels a frame, then also it would move 3 when it hit a waypoint or something, or 2, depending on what its speed is, you know.
Yeah, it looks weird. It's like when you're dealing with a fairly small number of pixels, that's a pretty substantial change in velocity.
Yeah, that's why I had to write a special. Like I tried to make the move thing generic, but like this one, I made the special for the enemies because they were really jerky. I mean, they were jerkier than they were without this. Then it returns like the leftover speed to add to the next frame, you know.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, that movement is just great. I'm gonna look at it one more time. In 806, I think I'm gonna call it done after on this.
Yeah.
Oh, and I thought I got 2 ways. I want to calculate a depth buffer, right? For the water. Or any liquid, or whatever. So I can have like pick a tile for like the water levels, like if it's sand or whatever, that'll repeat underneath the water. But then I got land, and I want it to be like where you could kind of see the sand like near the shore, kind of thing. And then it goes off into the blue, so it has like a depth to it instead of like a cellophane that it looks like now, you know.
Yeah.
But there's 2 ways I could do this. I thought. It'll probably be fast too, because I had to slow down like the loading screen just so you could see the computer screen when you're loading a level. And nowadays things are so fast, I could probably calculate that on the fly. I mean, it would just build a level in memory, and then every pixel I would like scan out until I hit land and find like the distance from the land and come up with like a maximum depth and a minimum depth. Or I could keep the retro look, because you can't really see it here because of the reflection, but near the shore, it uses lighter blue colors. And I can have like a blue threshold and make that the depth.
You kind of get like the shallow water thing going on.
That might be enough. Like right here, if you're looking like where it's lighter blue, that you'd be able to see. Then near the shore, it'd be on and off. It wouldn't gradually build up to the shoreline that way. I think the depth buffer.
Yeah, well, you've got a mask for the water stuff already, right? Like yeah. So that's
no, but I mean, it'd be like abrupt, like an inch away from the thing would be one tone, and then all of a sudden it would get darker. You know, it wouldn't be smooth. But I think what I could do is like the whole level, if you stack up all the graphics, is like 4,088 pixels high, which is like too big for a texture, really. But I think since it's just a depth buffer and it's only working on liquids, I could make like a 1200 high texture, 320 by 1200, a frame buffer, render to that, or I mean, fill that up with the depth buffer, and then with bilinear filtering on, I mean, it's already going to have like transparency. You probably won't see the little differences, you know?
Do you have this mask per tile?
I have, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I got a mask per tile per pixel that like says what, you know, what color group everything is.
Right. So, right, and then like that's how you're figuring out what to run the water shader on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, I would probably just take that and turn that mask into an SDF.
What do you mean?
So basically, like find edges in it, right? Find the things that are water or land, I guess, right? And then draw out a. Those bullets are interesting. Oh no, okay, it's just everything's moving so smoothly that it's weird.
Yeah, in the old one, some of those shots, I mean, they didn't even look like they were moving because they're moving every 4 pixels at 24 frames a second, and now they're actually moving.
Right, but so you essentially can run a quick pass on that mask to say, okay, well, calculate the distance at each pixel from land, right? So if the value at that pixel is 1, it's land, and if it's if it's 0, it's land, or if it's -1, I guess it's land. And if it's positive, right, a more positive value means you're further away from land at that time.
You mean it pre-calculate that?
Yeah, you can basically run a pass on those tiles to convert them to an SDF, and then you could use that as a depth.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was just going to write it to a buffer.
Yeah.
And then go through pixel at a time, and it might take 10 seconds, but I mean, load. I mean, I don't even think it'll take that long. Computers are so fast, even phones are.
Well, I don't think you need to compute it at runtime, right? I think you can do that at.
Well, I mean, I was thinking at first I'll get it running in real time. If it's too slow, I can make it a separate tool that makes a map, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you want to just see how it looks, it's just as easy to just.
And I'm hoping that if I make like a. Or even a 600 high texture. I mean, the bilinear filtering should smooth it out and just give me a rough idea of the depth at any given pixel, you know?
Right.
But that would just add like so much of a cool look to it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I'll be right back.
Okay, dude. Oh, hey, sorry I wasn't looking at the... Now the boring part, I gotta go through and remove all the old crap code and make it updated to use this new stuff, which will solve another problem. When I have to like make a light follow something, the new movement system makes a lot more sense than the old one. Oh. It wasn't too hard. I can't wait to look at this function. It's huge. Well, I'm probably not going to rewrite the whole thing, but I mean, just to remove some of this shit. Oh, the mines, yeah, they're still broke. They're still using the old movement stuff. Only things with a path are using the new. I mean, yeah, the simple path. Those things are called kamikazes, and that's using the old code. Yeah, the old way of moving from point A to point B. Now it's just it reads this calculated array of Beizer curves, and it's so simple. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream, so good night, everybody. It's 8 o'clock here, so... I'll go back in the Discord channel. Hey!